Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Allen now on first down. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Pass incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Bob Sanders. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Allen to try again after the pick-6. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Allen will try again on second down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 40.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Corey Dillon, the 4-time Pro Bowler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes left side.
Prime time, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes Diggs. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. And they'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. That's caught by Jackson. And they will stop him short They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
Sanders, the Hall of Famer with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Morton Anderson on for the X.
So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They give him 5 then, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Eagles add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found a spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Third down. 3rd and 12.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six. TD.
Eagles.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Raiders 6. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
It's now
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Vick. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 28-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They set up the screen to Bo. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
On 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run here with Bo. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Right side caught by Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
4th down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run it with a fullback strong. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Back to throw now in his own end zone, eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fights off the defender. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 35 on second down, Vick loses the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Vick. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They will indeed go for it. Vick. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score. Our home team 7. Visitors nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Jackson. Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Michael Vick. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Vick to the air again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Down at the 33-yard.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The veteran of so many teams, Shane Graham, ready to get us rolling. And we are underway in Foxborough. Taken from about the 12.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
That catch good for only a couple. We'll see what kind of